This movie was a movie that was voted by the fans.
I mean, I had known of this movie, but I never really had much of a desire to watch it until Danny Trejo talked about it in his book.
What? What are you doing? You like movies and you never seen Heat? And I'm just like, yeah, I know.
That's my dad.
Being that it's one of Christopher Nolan's like early films, one of his first films, I think it shows just his genius off the bat.
So I don't know. I was expecting it to be a little more confusing, but it's pretty easy to follow. Pretty easy concept. Maul, Shadow Lord.
Oh my God, that show was
Star
dope.
Wars animated show.
To have decent weapons handling skills. I was in the military and stuff, so it is really cool. And I was like,
she was a Marine.
Val Kilmer,
Mm-hmm.
on the rooftop, and he's like, bah, 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 and I was like, damn, like I love that.
Oh, you totally should.
Cinema Rolls Podcast.
Welcome to the Cinema Rolls Podcast, a podcast dedicated to watching and studying film. Today, we will be reviewing and discussing Heat. It was made in 1995. It's rated R. It has a runtime of 2 hours and 50 minutes. It's directed by Michael Mann. It's written by Michael Mann. And it stars Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, and Val Kilmer. This movie was a movie that was voted by the fans. It was voted on by the fans. We put up some polls on Instagram, and we had you guys choose which movie you guys wanted us to watch and review and make a whole episode on, and you guys chose Heat. If you want to participate and also maybe potentially vote on the next poll we might have, I don't know when that might be, but we will have one in the future. If you want to participate in that, go follow us on Instagram, and occasionally we will do this, and you guys will get to pick which movie we will do a full episode on. Eric, would you like to tell them what this movie is about?
Yes. So this movie is about a detective and a bank robber. Both live pretty crazy lives, don't really have room for anyone else in their life. So their lives kind of parallel each other's. Only one's good, one's bad, so to speak. They're on opposite sides of the law, and one is trying to catch the other.
Very well said.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, let's go ahead and get into reviews. We have a wonderful, beautiful young lady here named Natalie. And since we are gentlemen and we are chivalrous, we let the lady go first. My love, my darling, my dearest, what did you think about this here film? Cleveland.
Yeah. This is a very cool movie. I had actually watched this movie. It's another one of those movies where just my family just, puts these types of movies on and we just sit there and watch it. So there's only a couple parts that I remembered it, but I remember just being like, this is a really cool movie. It's obviously very intense for I don't know, an 8-year-old to watch at the time. So I just kind of consider that I hadn't watched it before. But it's honestly probably, I don't know, I would say one of the best, I don't know what you had described as an epic crime drama thriller, definitely one of the best movies I've ever watched, ever. And especially in this genre. It's very well made. The dialogue was probably my favorite movie. Al Pacino, of course, steals the show. I mean, he does it every time. The dialogue would be pretty, how would I say, getting a brain fart here. It go from very serious to witty, a lot of great one-liners. A lot of great very wise things too. The shootout scene is insane. That was crazy. It's almost overstimulating. It literally felt like you were in there. I don't want to keep being oh, it's good, but I just have nothing but good things to say about this movie. It's great. It has a high rating for a reason. I honestly think it should be higher than what it's rated on IMDb, to be quite honest. So, yeah.
Right on.
Cool.
Right on. You want to pass the mic to Eric?
Yeah, Eric, what are your thoughts and reviews on it?
Oh, I thought it was terrible. No, I didn't. No, I liked it. I mean, I had known of this movie, but I never really had much of a desire to watch it until Danny Trejo talked about it in his book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so I've been meaning to watch it for a little while now, and yeah, finally did, and it was good. I enjoyed it, and yeah, now I understand what everyone's talking about, and I get the great ass, jokes and memes and stuff.
She's got a great ass.
Like, who? What are you, a fucking owl?
Yeah, no, Pacino's kind of crazy in this movie. He's like all over the place. But no, it was really good. It's a great crime story and drama, and kind of like how it shows you insight into each of these people's lives. And no one's perfect. They just happen to be on opposite sides of the law, like I said in the synopsis. And everyone did a great job in their performances. Even Danny Trejo, like I mentioned, he's in the movie. Just a little bit. He was in it. Freaking, is it Allstate guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, evil Denzel Washington.
Recognized him. Is that what he is?
That's what I call him. I don't know. He always plays a bad guy.
I've only seen him as good guys, but I don't know. I mostly see him as the insurance guy.
Yeah.
Dennis Haysbert, the Allstate.
Yeah,
Allstate, you're in good hands.
Yeah.
You're in good hands.
Yeah. Yeah, great cast, honestly.
Yeah, everyone was great. Kilmer, another Kilmer movie we watched.
Yeah, Kilm. It's a Kilm.
Love that man down forever. Always and forever.
Yeah. Not one of the... I want to say not one of the best, but not my favorite Batman.
Hey.
He's good. I don't know what else much to say other than it was good. It was a lot of fun. It was long. I got to the point where it's like, shouldn't this movie be over already? But yeah, it was good.
Yeah, right on.
Get down here.
Sorry, excuse me. I was really feeling the heat with this movie. Okay, this movie I really enjoyed. I've been meaning to watch it for quite a long time. Anyone that likes movies and knows and figures out that I like movies, they're like, "Oh, have you seen Heat?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't." And then they go, "What? What are you doing? You like movies and you never seen Heat?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, I know."
That's my dad.
It's fucking annoying. But your dad's not annoying.
No, I know.
But people that do that to me, it's really annoying. Yeah. But I finally watched Heat, so y'all can get off my fucking ass about it, all right? I loved it, though. I really loved it. I liked it so much, I watched it twice. I watched it again today at work. I didn't get through the whole thing. I watched like half of it at work, but because it is long. And I was trying to work, actually, today. So, but this movie is, I like that it's not concerned with its runtime. It tells you everything it needs to tell you. It shows you everything it needs to show you to make the story work. And it's not worried about like cutting out as much as possible to fit it within a certain time frame. There's times where it's really not necessarily slow, but it's building tension. It's slow on purpose to build tension, and then as it builds up this tension and then the tension finally happens, it's like as long as you're not like, a Gen Z or have like crazy ADHD, you're so locked in that when the tension finally breaks, it's awesome. I loved it. Especially with the bank heist scene and the gunshots. I think a friend of yours had messaged the Cinema Rolls podcast on Instagram, Eric, Cameron.
Cam.
Cameron? Cam?
Yeah, Cameron.
Yeah.
But he messaged Instagram and was like, "There's a scene in it that's like has like a really good sound design, like it's like a gunshot scene." And I was like, "Cool." And he's like, "I don't want to tell you anymore. I don't spoil it." And I was like, "Cool, sounds good." And as soon as the scene happened, I was like, "This is it. This is the scene." It was incredible. It sounded real. It felt like I was in it. I was completely immersed. With the gunshots going off, and then the echoes coming off the buildings. It was
That was the
like
craziest
bam,
part
and then a second later, boom,
Mhm.
boom, you know. It's,
Yeah.
perfect. So good.
Mhm.
Yeah, and the acting is incredible. Al Pacino is incredible. Robert De Niro incredible. It was the last time I think they were like sprightly enough to run, because they're running a lot in this movie, and and the scene where it's like halfway through through the movie, and they actually have a conversation. They sit down with each other and they have a cup of coffee.
Diner scene.
The diner, and it's so good, and it really shows you that they are two sides of the same coin. They're both men that are really dedicated to what they do. They're really good at what they do. They will stop at nothing to get to what they want, and finish the job that they set out to finish, even if it means leaving their love life at home, or completely, if they have to. And they both recognize that in each other in that scene, and there's a sign of mutual respect for one another, because they kind of are the same people in a way. They just happen to be, like you said, on two different sides of the law. And the ending scene really shows that as well. But yeah, it's so good, and I love all the on-site locations. I like that it's not. It feels like an actual movie, unlike compared to movies nowadays, where everything's done on a green screen, everything's done on a
Mhm.
VR wall, everything's done like it feels very real, and I like that about this movie.
Mhm.
There's only one green screen like scene in this movie that I really noticed.
Oh yeah, it was very noticeable. I remember.
And it kind of took me out a bit, but I don't really blame it for because I feel like it's just kind of where they were at the time, technology wise. So, and it was probably some like a scene that they had to do in post. So I don't blame them, but everything else was on site, and it was outside. They were in the elements. It was awesome. I think that's all I have to say about it right now. You guys want to get into some ratings?
Sure.
My darling, my love, my Natalie.
Yep.
What would you rate this movie?
Honestly, like, I don't know. I give it a very high rating. I give it, like, honestly, like a 9 out of 10, like 9.5. Only just because it's an ass buster. That's the only thing. It's just a long freaking movie. That's like my only like issue. I don't even want to call it an issue. But like I said, Josh already said everything that, like, just was able to say it better than I can. But yeah, honestly, I give it like that many stars, honestly, or ratings, to be quite honest. So yeah.
What do you think, Eric?
What do you think, Eric?
I think I will give it an 8.
An 8?
Yeah, solid 8. No, it's really good. It's long. Maybe with a second view, it might up the rating. But for me, I think maybe because also I watch like half at work and then half at home. But no, it's good. I don't really have any like negative to say about it other than it's long. But I don't know. Maybe like I usually say, action isn't really kind of my thing.
Like this
And a lot of
style?
action, any style
Mm.
of action. Um, when things start going, people start fighting and stuff, I kind of start to doze off. So maybe that's why I won't give it as high a rating. But it's I think it's just a personal preference as to what I like. I definitely prefer more um, um, like dialogue and more story driven movies, which this was. There was a lot there. But yeah, I say Nate.
Fair.
Yep.
Cool.
Josh.
I'm gonna give it a 9.5. The reason why I'm not gonna give it a full 10 is just because, like, kind of like what you were saying. I don't really go for like crime thriller dramas. That's not like usually my go-to thing when it comes to movies. But if it wasn't for that, I think I'd give this a perfect 10. Like, to be quite honest, I think it's very well written. I really don't mind that it's long. I think it in the beginning it sets up all the characters really well for what's to come later on. So I don't, and honestly, also another gripe that I have with it is that Danny Trejo was kind of like
He might as well not have been
pushed
in it.
into the background, like for every scene, like
Yeah.
every sequence. Danny Trejo was like, he's like supposed to be part of their crew, and like it really just feels like he's not even there. And I like Danny Trejo, and it seems like they could have done more with his character, and maybe Michael Mann wasn't that impressed with his acting skills. Maybe he just doesn't like Mexicans that much. I don't know what it is, but he Danny Trejo was barely in it, and he had one good scene, and that was his
death.
and spoilers, his historic death scene.
He does niche or whatever you call it.
Yeah, that was his best scene, and he did great in it, and I just wish we could have saw more of him, and I wish I wouldn't have cared if the runtime was just a little bit longer, just to give him some kind of, make him really feel like he's part of the crew, because he didn't really feel like he was part of it.
Yeah,
that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, but other than that, it's a really good movie. It's very well written. I love the dialogue in it. I love the way that Al Pacino delivers his lines, even though it is kind of crazy sometimes. I really like what he's talking to his like his inside guy, like his rat or whatever, and he's like, I was out dancing yesterday, man. I was out dancing last night all night. I was doing flamenco, and he's like flamingo. What's flamenco? It has nothing to do with me. He's like, it has nothing to do with me, and I love it. It's witty. It's fun. It's even sometimes the dialogue is even somewhat poetic, and I like that about this. It's very cool. Very cool movie.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Next, we will get into some fun stuff here. Let's get into some fun facts.
Fun fact.
All right. Got a lot, and we could have gotten more.
I know that's one thing that's nice
Yeah.
about the older movies is there's more facts to get.
Oh yeah, and starting off with facts about Danny Trejo, because I love him.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He's awesome. But yeah, so Danny Trejo was initially hired as an armed robbery consultant. The director, Michael Mann, mistook him for his uncle Gilbert, who he had met while filming the Jericho Mile in Folsom Prison. This led to Mann. Yeah, this led Mann to change the character's name to Gilbert and cast Danny in the role.
Ah, so maybe that's why he wasn't in it much, because he wasn't even meant to be in it, really.
Yeah, I don't think his character was meant to be like
his character wasn't really written.
Yeah,
he later on decided to put him in there.
Yeah,
take back what I said about him not liking Mexicans.
Yeah, he definitely likes Mexicans. Or at least a couple Mexicans by the name of Trejo. Danny's character was originally supposed to pick up the little girl, so the bank robbery, the shootout.
Yeah.
Tom Sizemore's character picks up the girl. Trejo's not even there.
That was a good scene.
Yeah, but it was. He was really supposed to pick up the little girl, but the director felt that the real Gilbert would never do that. Danny's daughter can't watch his death scene because his character is too similar to how Danny used to be, that it makes it all too real.
That's fair.
Yeah, that was a crazy scene, honestly.
Yeah.
Very well done.
All right. The movie is based on real criminals from the stories of real-life Chicago detective Chuck Adamson. John Voight's character is based on Eddie Bunker, a former bank robber. Val Kilmer's character is based on Miklos Polesti, an associate of the real Neil McCauley.
Okay, so Neil McCauley's based off on a real person.
Real person. That's the actual guy's name too. No.
Interesting.
Kevin Gage's character, the snitch, the guy, like the new guy, Waingro or
Waingro,
something.
Waingro.
yeah.
Yeah, Waingro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
His character is based on a snitch who ratted out an entire crew and was later found dead in Mexico.
Dang.
Mm.
That's what he gets for ratting out his crew.
Sneakies get stitches. And he was trigger
Uh-huh.
happy, freaking POS, piece of shit.
Yeah, he was a piece of shit this
He
movie.
really was a piece of shit.
That guy sucked.
Yeah.
Adamson and the real McCauley did have a coffee together. They ran into each other and agreed to have coffee.
That's cool.
And I guess the conversation started out kind of heated, but actually became like they actually had a real conversation, and they were able to like tell each other things they can't like tell other people, and they left knowing that next time they saw each other, one of them was probably going to kill the other.
Dang. That's wild.
That's gangster as fuck.
That is gangster.
The cast went through weapons training and used real guns with blank rounds.
Don't you?
Dang.
So all the gunfire was real, and they used no audio engineering. So everything was
This is-
recorded there. It's all real. It's why it
Dang.
sounds so crazy. Yeah.
No way. That's crazy. I was gonna say it sounded super real, yo.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't have to
Yeah.
like interject or whatever, but like that was a thing that I noticed too. That's such a big issue for me when I see like gunfights and stuff, you know, in like movies,
Yeah.
and it's so bad. And not that I'm like some like pro cop, you know,
pow.
but like you know, but like I have decent weapons handling skills. I was in the military and stuff, you know, so it is really
Yeah.
cool. And I was like
She was a
watching
Marine.
Val Kilmer,
Mhm.
you know, on the
You and the
rooftop,
Proud.
and he's like, bah, 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 and I was like, damn, like I
Yeah.
love that. It's like, so it's a big issue when I see people just out here all over the place, you
Yeah.
know, flagging the line. So I noticed that
Yeah.
that was pretty dope. Like very good weapon handling.
Yeah.
I just
They're
had to
saying
say
that people notice how Val Kilmer's like him loading the gun and everything. It all looks and sounds the way it's supposed
yeah,
to.
it's like like everything
Yeah.
is smooth and controlled. Yep, very
Mhm.
cool, very cool.
Very, very cool.
Al Pacino's character, Vincent Hanna, originally had a coke habit in the script. It was later removed from the script, but not from Pacino's performance. So it explains why he was so erratic.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense now. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, "Where's your brother?
Yeah.
Where is he?"
That's why he's up all night and shit, huh?
Yeah, the
Mhm.
big old eyeballs.
De Niro received the script first and read it overnight, and then recruited Pacino to be in the film.
Hey, homies.
Nice.
Yeah.
Homies looking after homies.
Mhm.
Yep. Michael Mann insisted on shooting in real locations, so they shot in Los Angeles, and they had to like shut down streets and everything. And
I loved that about this movie.
yeah, they also used sets and locations that weren't previously used in other films, so everything would look like new and not something you've seen before.
Hmm.
Pacino and De Niro did not rehearse the diner scene. Yeah, so
It was all improvised.
it wasn't improvised. I'm sure they had lines in the script, but they just never rehearsed the scene.
Dang.
And
They just went in.
so they didn't know how each other was going to do it. And that's why you can see in their reactions, it takes them like a second to react
Respond.
and to say their line, because they're like instantly like actually reacting to what the person's saying
Yeah.
and doing for the
Yeah,
first time.
that's
That's
cool.
cool
Yeah, I
though. It
guess
makes it
it-
more genuine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it was it's noticeable in the TV edit because of the way the size of the screen was. They you couldn't tell they were actually on set together. Like people thought that they didn't film that scene together in person because of the way they were reacting. And Pacino improvised the great ass line.
Figures.
Yeah, I'm sure. That was so crazy.
I was telling Natalie today when I was rewatching it. I was like, Val Kilmer's wife or whatever. You don't ever really see her ass, right? But you kind of do see it when when she first gets introduced and she's walking inside, following Val Kilmer inside, and it's like kind of dark, but you kind of see it. I was like, she probably does. It does look like she has a pretty good butt. You know what I mean? And then I started thinking, I was like, I wonder if Al Pacino noticed that she had a good butt, and then later on improvised that line into it. And I was literally telling that to Natalie today, and now it makes sense.
I don't know if that's why he said that.
Why would he say it then?
Oh, no.
He was thinking it, so he
whole-
said it. That's what happened, bro.
It could be. I don't know. That has not been confirmed.
Let's ask Al Pacino. I'm
A
sure he'll
solid
tell us.
theory. The director, Michael Mann, disowned the TV edit, which cut out 40 minutes from the film. He had his name removed from the TV edit, and it is now a Alan Smithy film. I don't know if you know
the
what-
person who cut it, or
Interesting.
is it-
No, so you don't know what an Alan Smithy movie is?
no, what is that?
So it's when a director is not happy with the final product, usually because like studio gets involved and changes their vision or whatever.
Okay, so that's the name they give
and
it.
so they take their name off of it and it becomes an Alan Smithy movie. American History X, the director wanted to remove his name from that, and it was almost an Alan Smithy movie.
Interesting.
Just because he didn't like the way American History X ended up being, or just
No,
also because of
very
the TV,
unhappy.
or also because of the TV thing.
No, it's for the actual movie.
American History X is good though. I didn't like it.
Oh, it's a great movie because they took away Final Cut from him and gave it to Edward Norton. So Edward Norton had final say on how the film was cut together.
Dang, I'd be
And
kind
he
of
was not
pissed about
happy
that too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's fair.
So 30 seconds. There's a thing about 30 seconds. Macaulay's characters, Macaulay says, not to get attached to anything you are not willing to walk out on in 30 seconds flat.
When the
If
heat is
you
around the
feel-
corner.
To feel the heat around the corner.
That's right.
When Macaulay is walking to his car and Edie, and he sees Vincent, it is exactly 30 seconds from when he sees Vincent to when he decides to leave Edie.
That's so cool. Also, too, I was in the movie when at the diner scene when they're talking, and Robert De Niro's like, I have a woman, and Al Pacino's character is like, so you're willing to leave her if you have to, and he's like, that's what it is. It is what it is. And then it ends up with that scene. I'm like, oh shit, you gotta leave her. Oh! So
he
good.
has to do it.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. But that's what I'm talking about though with the good writing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like that. That's a small setup, but the fact that he took the time to set it up is so satisfying.
Boom. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then icing on the cake for me is when he and Edie are driving through the tunnel. And I noticed like the light is getting shiny, like, brighter and brighter. It's like, oh, the whole like saying there's a light at the end of the tunnel. And you can just see him as he's like gripping the steering wheel. He's like, yeah, I'm free. Like, I'm
it was
free.
like really good subtle acting.
Yeah, and he's really just like that. And Robert De Niro, like, is just that dude's just a great actor. Like, hate him or love him, like whatever. Like, he's great, and he's just there. And you see it, and he's like, okay, and he's like smiling, and then he gets serious again. And then he's like, nah, and then next, he just like that. I'm like, he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it. He's gonna leave her. Like, he's gonna do
You
it.
can really see him throwing the two different ideas in his head. There's, at one point, he's after he hangs up the phone call, he's
With John Voight,
kind of like frowning a bit. But then he, like, as they're getting out of the tunnel and you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, he kind of perks a bit. He's like, you know what? Like, I am home free,
Yeah.
It's cool.
And then it gets dark again.
And then all of a sudden he kind of goes back to like, nah, fuck that dude, Like,
and it's like a subtle grip on the steering wheel.
And like,
his
there's
hands
no
just go like
words. It's
this.
just all in his facial expressions.
Yep.
And you can see it. It's so good.
Love it. Top tier acting. Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super cool. let's move on to
Suggestions?
recommendations.
Yeah. Recommendation.
I don't know. I say it like that every time. I don't know why I do that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry for any French viewers. They're probably like, this fucking asshole.
Hypertension.
All right, love. You take it away. Tell them what you would recommend.
All right. So if you like this movie or, you like movies like this, I recommend Collateral with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. This is a very good movie. It's basically a cab driver, Jamie Foxx, finds himself the hostage of an engaging contract killer as he makes his rounds from hit to hit during one night in Los Angeles. Also directed by Michael Mann. Imagine that. Written by Stuart Beatty. Tom Cruise, Jamie Foxx, Jada Pinkett Smith, post mental illness, are in this movie. So, yeah, very good.
This movie is super good. Have you seen this movie, Eric?
No.
Watch it.
Highly recommend.
Highly recommend it.
Highly recommend. Tom Cruise is awesome in it. It's also a lot of like real locations that is shot on, and it's shot really similarly to Heat, and I'm guessing that's because it's directed by Michael Mann.
Yep.
And it's a very well written story.
Yes.
Cool.
Next we have Sicario. Another good one. Directed by Denis Villeneuve.
Denis Villeneuve.
I am sorry. Lo
Denis Villeneuve.
siento. Written by Taylor Sheridan. Another longish movie, 2 hours, 1 minute. Emily Blunt, Josh Brolin, and Benicio del Toro stand in this one. FBI agent is enlisted by a government task force to aid in the escalating war against drugs at the border area between the U.S. and Mexico. So another good cop drama, psychological thriller, action, all that.
One of my favorite directors ever, and Benicio del Toro is
good.
amazing in this movie as well.
Love that man down too. And last we have The Package.
Not my package.
Okay, anyway. This one, like, I still think it's a similar thing. It's definitely a little bit more political versus just like, cops. I mean, cops, can be political too. It has Gene Hackman, Tommy Lee Jones. Okay, it's directed by Andrew Davis. It was made in 1989. It's basically just Gene Hackman is a experienced Green Beret sergeant, and he's escorting a prisoner who is an airborne ranger, played by Tommy Lee Jones, back to the U.S., but he escapes, and then Gene Hackman basically risks his life and limb to catch him. So, yeah. It's a pretty good movie. It's an old one, definitely another one. I don't know, these random old movies, my parents are like, sit down, watch this is good. And I'm like, this is good.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's a good one. And R.I.P. to another Gene Hackman as well. So, yeah.
And that's it for you, yeah?
That's it for me.
So my first recommendation is The Town.
Nice.
Directed by Ben Affleck, I believe.
Nice.
That's a good one. It's about bank robbers, and I think the movie starts with them robbing an armored car, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's been a minute
so.
since I watched it, but yeah, they rob an armored car in that movie. And yeah, good movie.
I actually didn't like that movie too much, but I think it's okay. I like the scene where Ben Affleck he likes that girl, and he goes back to he finds out she's being like abused by some, or like harassed by some guys or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then he goes home to his brother, and he's like, "Hey, there's these guys. I need some help, and you're gonna we're gonna fuck them up. Like, I need you to come with me and help me fuck them up, and I don't need you to ask any questions. Is that cool?" And he's like, "Whose car are we taking?" Love that scene. Love that scene.
Jeremy Renner, right?
Yeah, Jeremy Renner.
His brother.
Yep.
Yeah. Movie. And then I have Public Enemies with Johnny Depp.
Natalie almost suggested this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's about John Dillinger and the FBI agent who is firm. And then my last recommendation is The Departed.
Nice. That's one of mine.
Scorsese, right? Yeah.
It's okay. I have a lot.
You do have a lot.
Yeah, you always have a lot.
I like to talk about movies.
I have like 2 or 3. Josh is like, I have 8.
Well, I have this podcast.
I try to limit it to 3. Sometimes I don't even have 3 though. But Yeah, Departed. Basically about two rats was for each infiltrating each other.
Yeah.
But it's good. Good mob movie. Good cop movie. I like it. DiCaprio and Matt Damon both great in it. Yeah, we'll watch.
Yeah, it's a really good movie. It's a very good Scorsese film.
Oh yeah.
My recommendation is Reservoir Dogs, not dogs.
Reservoir Dogs.
Natalie is quick to jump on that one, huh? Reservoir Dogs, Quentin Tarantino.
Of course.
I believe this was his first feature film. He had technically, I think he had one before it, but it was never like released. And I think it was like more of like a student film, kind of like friend project called like something birthday, something like that. Anyways, irrelevant. But Reservoir Dogs, the reason I chose this movie is because when they were robbing the armored car and they're like just like doing it with ease and grace, I was like, dang, this is the squad that Steve Buscemi wishes he was on in Reservoir Dogs. He's like, we're supposed to be fucking professionals. But yeah, it's if you guys haven't seen this movie, you guys need to go watch it. It's awesome. It's a very well done, low budget film. It's pretty much limited locations. Pretty much mostly takes place in a warehouse, but it's still really good. That's how good Tarantino is. The next movie I have is Tenet.
I like
Tenet
this one.
by Christopher Nolan. This movie, Heat, maybe really felt like a Christopher Nolan film, and I felt like Christopher Nolan probably takes a lot of inspiration from this movie, Heat, or maybe also Michael Mann, because I saw a video of Christopher Nolan talking about Heat, and he was just saying that it wasn't like saying he was inspired by it. He was just saying that he remembered going to the theater and watching it, and how an article had said it was going to be a great American classic, and now it is a great American classic, and I really felt his love for it when I was watching it, and I could totally see how it influences how he makes his films, and he's always doing real locations as well in his movies. And Tenet is the movie I feel like he really got to explore that the most. Being that it was also written by him, like you feel it too in The Dark Knight, with the bank heist scene with the Joker, but that's not really like. I mean, he did most of the work there too, but I feel like that's like somebody else's IP. This is like his thing, Tenet is like his thing, so I feel like this is where he really got to explore it. So that's why that's on here. And the next movie I have is LA Confidential. I've talked about this movie before, so I'm not going to go too in depth, but it is a pretty cool crime neo-noir movie set in the 1950s in Los Angeles, and it has some really good acting and a really good cast, just like Kevin Spacey, Russell Crowe, Guy Pearce, and it is kind of a similar dynamic where it's a detective who is really gung-ho when it comes to his job, and then you have a couple people that are being shady that kind of create all the drama in this movie. Very good. And then I have another movie on here that was recommended by my coworker as well, who also got on my ass about not seeing Heat. So he said if I was going to watch Heat, that I also have to watch this movie, and it's called Ronin. Came out in 1998. It also stars Robert De Niro, and it has Jean Reno, the guy from
Leon the
Professional. Yeah. So it looks pretty cool. It looks like some like spy Russian like shoot 'em up type movie. So maybe we might have to watch that soon.
Package again. Does something about the package, kind of like the other one. Similar plot.
And all right, let's go ahead and move on to the bucket pool movie. Dun dun dun. Last week, we reached into Galactus, and Galactus heralded us Memento, a Christopher Nolan film. It came out in 2000. It was rated R. It has a runtime of 1 hour and 53 minutes and is directed by Christopher Nolan, written by Christopher Nolan and his little brother Jonathan Nolan. And it stars Guy Pearce, Carrie-Anne Moss, who I love. I love Carrie-Anne Moss, and Joe Pantoliano.
Joey Pants.
Joe Pants.
Yeah, Joey Pants. That's what they call him.
Okay. That guy.
Yeah.
Natalie, would you like to talk about this movie?
Sure.
Do you not want to talk about this movie?
I do.
You seem reluctant.
It's just not my favorite movie. I watched this movie many moons ago in theaters, actually. I think I also have a negative connotation with this movie. I'll try to keep the story brief. I had watched it when I was a kid with my gramps, R.I.P. Grandpa Harold. He's a psychologist. So I was like, of course he likes this movie, Memento. But I watched it in theaters, and I think I was just, just not really. I was younger, obviously, as a kid, So, this lady, anytime I made I swear, barely a movement or would reach to grab popcorn, she would turn around and be like, shh, shh. And I'd just be sitting there I'm not even. At one point, she literally came up to my face, and I swear my mom was gonna fight this lady in the theater. So I think maybe that's another reason why I don't like this movie. I just have this negative I don't know, memory of watching it. It's cool watching it as an adult. I'm it's a cool movie. It definitely is a mind F, and I guess I just sometimes just struggle with these types of movies. I feel like a lot of people, it's great. They I like Shutter Island better. Just saying. Just saying. Okay. But it is cool. But I just think the funniest thing at the end of it is just that he's kind of just crazy. It's just literally just. I think that's the way it ended for me. Just I didn't like it. I was like, that's it. He's just a loose cannon. I was rooting for him at one point. But it is cool. I guess the acting is good. Dialogue is cool too. But I don't know. I admit that as I know people are Christopher Nolan, he's an amazing director, amazing writer. I'm yeah, it's cool, but it's personally just not for me. So I don't mean to shit on anyone's parade that loves this movie, but yeah. We're not going to ratings yet, but yeah, it's a good movie. It's
we don't
okay.
Really rate the bucket pool movies.
Yeah,
anyways,
but yeah, I'm just saying it's cool. If you it's one of those. At least watch it once. I will say it's one of those movies. At least give it a watch. Watch it at least once. That's it for me.
At least.
Yeah, Eric.
I liked it. I was kind of surprised with how easy to follow it was. People always talk about how hard it is to follow, and I was expecting it. Although it's non-linear, it kind of is linear. It's just backwards.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was expecting it to be a little more confusing, but it's pretty easy to follow. Pretty easy concept. At the start of the movie, kills Joey Pants' character right away, and I was like, "Dang, they killed him off already!" That's crazy. But then, you see him in the next scene, oh, it's just telling the story backwards. But I liked it. I thought it was an interesting twist, and kind of see it coming. But I think the point of it is to slowly reveal everything as he's kind of figuring it out. But I liked it. That was fine. What do you think, Josh?
Cool. I liked it too. I thought it was really cool. I think being that it's one of Christopher Nolan's early films, one of his first films, I think it shows just his genius off the bat. You know what I mean? He is telling a very like you said, kind of linear story, but a backwards. You could see all the stuff he's obsessed with just from this movie. He's obsessed with time. He's obsessed, obsessed with backwards man. He's obsessed.
I'm sorry.
He's obsessed with memories. Did I say that already? Memories, time.
Said time, not memories.
Oh, memories.
Yeah.
but yeah, and just within the first scene, you see the whole reverse shot happening with things going backwards, right? Which he does that a ton in Tenet. That's the whole plot in Tenet. Yeah, I think it was a good way to break up also the black and white scenes and then the colored scenes. I think it was a good way to break up the monotony of the story and still have it go backwards without revealing too much. So that's pretty genius. I think it's cool the way he gives us a little bit at a time of what he went through the past like day or two, right? To kind of it makes it really subjective. It makes it kind of puts us really in his shoes, because he too is like, every 10 minutes pretty much he's like he forgets,
He's like Dory, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So when we see him, he really doesn't know what the fuck happened to him 10 minutes ago. When we don't know what the fuck happened to him 10 minutes ago. So when it cuts back 10 minutes later and it shows him what happened, we're slowly learning things about him, and it puts us in his shoes, and I like that. And the colored scenes are all subjective, and then the gray, black and white scenes are all objective, which seems like Christopher Nolan was like really playing with that whole idea in this movie, considering that at the end those two converge when he's like messing with the Polaroid and like it goes from black and white to color again, and then and you could see like how he writes his stories, right? He writes it like in this like U shape, and then he converges all of them, and then he meets them all at the end, right? And that was the converging point, was the Polaroid going from black and white to color, and that's super cool. It's and then also too at the end when he's talking about how he has to like close his eyes and still believe that there's a world out there, right? So the whole movie is really playing with this whole idea of like subjectivity versus objectivity, and like how we view ourselves and how we put together our lives and how we kind of put together like who we are, like our identity based off of our past and our memories, even though our past and our memories aren't like very reliable. They lie to us all the time, which is exactly why the Mandela effect exists. People, it's not a real thing. Your memory just fucking sucks. Okay, and because our memory fucking sucks, it goes to the thing that makes the most sense to us, which is why we all have the same fucking mistake when we mistake what we thought it was. So yeah, our memories suck. They're unreliable, but yet we use them as a story to tell about ourselves and tell us who we are. We collect all these little things around us, these pictures, these stuffed animals, these these posters, these collectible things, and all of these things are we collect them because that's who we want to be perceived as. That's who we want to be. That's who we view ourselves as. So at the end, when he's driving and he's like, we all have mirrors that tell us who we are, and windows and stuff that tell us who we are. That's what he's talking about, really, And and I think it's beautiful. I think it's beautiful. I think this movie is a very interesting and beautiful film. I think Christopher Nolan's playing with a lot of cool ideas, and for some reason, it's a lot of cool ideas that I don't think a lot of people really thought of before this movie. And I think film is a very good medium to play with those types of ideas. So yeah, that was kind of a lot, but yeah, that's what I think about this movie. It's pretty cool. And I remember before we watched it, we were like, I was like, oh yeah, I just know that there's a B-list Brad Pitt in it. I didn't realize this was Guy Pearce.
I'm like, you mean Guy Pearce?
I didn't realize it was Guy Pearce.
I was like, Guy Pearce is a great actor. Like,
oh, he looks so different with the blonde hair. I didn't recognize him.
Yeah,
he does give Brad Pitt and Fight Club vibes in this movie,
doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
too.
he's all like scrawny, muscly, like
yeah.
It's like Sanji, the live action Sanji. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's funny too that like I think at first I kind of get what Natalie's saying. I kind of feel like I was expecting something more from the climax, just because like the movie was super subjective. We were like in his shoes the whole time, so I wanted so badly for him to get his revenge.
And it's like closure, I guess.
And some closure for him, right? But then you don't. Like you just and at the end he really does end up lying to himself about the facts, right? Which, like, to him, he's like, I don't go off memories, I go off facts, right? But when the facts are lied to you, like, then you can't go off of those facts. Those facts are false, But he doesn't know that the facts are false, so he fucks himself up, He's self-destructive so that he can keep himself happy and not feeling guilty about what actually happened.
Was it ignorance is bliss? Like,
Ignorance is bliss, and that and Carrie-Anne Moss actually tells him that when she starts manipulating him. She's like, "You're just blissfully ignorant, huh?" Like yelling at him, shit. So yeah,
crazy. Yeah,
he is the epitome of ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
And he can never have closure because even when he does, he won't remember.
Right, and Joey Pants tells him that. He's like, "You got it, bro. I saw you, and you forgot about it."
Yeah.
And they show this like really deep scene of this poor guy. What's the guy that he always keeps referencing? It's even though it's really him, Sam or some shit.
Oh yeah, Sammy something.
Yeah, like that part is so sad. Basically, this guy's in a home and just sitting there, no idea. And I'm like, that's so depressing. All for this pendejo.
Sammy Jenkins.
Yeah, Sammy Jenkins. His alter ego is just him. Like all for him to be like, oh, he's just blissfully ignorant. He's the one that freaking unalived his wife for fucking insulin.
And the reason why he has, remember, Sammy Jenkins on his hand is to keep him avoiding the actual thing that he did. The story that he made up. Joey, what's the name? Sammy Jenkins was a real guy. Like Joey Pants tells him that, right? But he projected his own thing that with the insulin onto Sammy Jenkins so that he wouldn't have to live with it. You know what I mean? So
and then he's just on the phone.
Him remembering Sammy Jenkins is literally him just trying to continue lying to himself.
Yeah. And Carrie-Anne Moss's character, she like just starts using him because she figured out she can like use his disability to her advantage.
That's crazy.
That was wild.
Yeah, like that scene where like she comes in and like tells him like what happened, like she got beat up, she needs him to go take care of this guy.
Even though he like ducked her shit not even 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. And then she leaves, right? And he's like trying to find a pen. Obviously she had the pen or hit him so that he wouldn't be able to write down stuff. And she waits just the right amount of time for him to forget, walks back in the house and tells him the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's so crazy. You almost feel bad for the guy, but at the same time, like he is like kind of blissfully ignorant. So like it's not like he really, you know what I mean? It's not like it matters too much to him. Like
you gotta forget.
Yeah. But this motherfucker does not need to be stopped, though. You know what I mean? Like
he needs to be.
He's just gonna continue
home.
Finding John G's until he dies.
Yeah, out here murking people. Like, hello.
Well, that's what Joey Pants' character was his name Jim something.
John something Gamble or something like that.
Yeah, and he.
Teddy. He goes by Teddy. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Teddy. Yeah,
Teddy.
He was like pointing him in the different directions to get different John G's. I'm assuming probably different criminals or whatever.
Yeah.
But then Carrie-Anne Moss's character kind of messes all that up.
Fucks him over, yo.
I don't know. It's like I feel it's almost like animalistic like shit too. Like over here, like just like getting an animal to sniff out something for like distract them. So yeah. That's why, like, it's a good movie. It is cool, but like that's what I mean. This is like my pickle with it. I'm like, why? I don't know. That's why I'm like, okay, you're like, I have Memento. Oh my god, it's an amazing movie, and I'm just like, whatever. Sorry, y'all.
I liked it.
It was good.
Yeah, I think it's if you want to get into like film studies and like figure out like different ways that you can work with film narratively, I think this is a good movie to study for sure. But all right, you guys have anything else for Memento before we move on?
No.
Nope.
You really don't like it that much, huh?
No.
Okay, all right.
I get down.
Stop talking about it.
I gave it another chance, and I was like, I was right. I did not like this movie.
Okay.
If only she could forget the movie.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the old lady used to be like, shh.
I will say I related to him at times because of my ADHD.
Oh my god, bro!
I'll walk into rooms and forget what the fuck I was there for, and I'm like, fuck. Like I was just like,
Josh is like that. Me, I'm like, yeah, dude, every day, every day.
Yeah.
Where's this thing? I'm like, probably in your pile of stuff.
Yeah, I be losing shit all the time. All right, let's pull from the bucket and see what we get
Let's
this
pull.
time.
All
Audience,
right, what do we got?
if you guys have any bucket pool suggestions for us, write them down in the comments. We will put them in the bucket, and if we pull it out, we will watch it and review it. And what did we get today?
Tell
What
me
did we
something
get?
good.
Tell you what.
Tell you what.
Ooh, The Usual Suspect.
Oh, nice. I actually just saw this movie. I was looking at movies on IMDb, and when we were pulling up movie recommendations, that movie came up. The Usual Suspects.
The Usual Suspects.
Type it in. Let me see.
Cool. I'm down for this.
I'm cool. What's this?
Another police story, huh?
I actually really like these.
Policia.
Like they're not my go-to movies. I won't go out of my way to watch them, but when I do, I'm like, this is cool.
Let's do what we've been watching then. Natalia, would you like to go first about what you've been watching and all 10 million thousand anime that you watch at once all the time?
I have so many. Let's get no. It's kind of the same thing. I finished Fire Force. Did I say that last time?
Ooh.
No, I did not.
I don't know if you mentioned Fire Force, but yeah.
I keep forgetting it. I mention it here and there. But I did finish it. Now I need to watch Soul Eater because the same guy, same creator, mangaka that did both. So because the way it ended was weird. So all my Fire Force people that love that show, it ends. It's like it doesn't say Soul Eater, but it says Fire Eater or something like that. The ending, and I was like, what? And at the end of it, it showed some of the characters from I almost said Fire Eater. What did I miss? From Soul Eater. So I obviously have to check that out. But it was good.
So it might be a prequel.
So it might be a prequel, right? Or it's and obviously like it's very similar. Same creator. So yeah. I am finally watching one of Josh's favorite animes, Yu Hakusho. Know of it. Shush. I think that's it for anime. Live action shows. Probably won't finish True Blood. It is a hate watch at this point. I'm sorry. Once again, ladies. I can't do it.
It's fair.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try to find another HBO show to watch, but I think that's it.
You can't think of any past it, Eric.
Eric, watching anything?
Okay, cool. I've been watching a few things, mostly the same stuff I've already been talking about. So I'm not going to mention those unless, Josh, what you've been watching, you bring them up and add up and talk maybe a little more.
Cool.
But there are two new shows that started this week, and one of them is The Boys. So the last season of Boys, pretty good so far.
I watched the first episode. Did not watch the second one.
Yeah, there's a pretty major death in that first episode.
Yeah.
So that's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm really interested to see where everything goes, how they end the show, because they've deviated a lot from the books, and like we're introduced to Teenage Kicks, because I think they actually show in the second episode.
Yeah, they're doing TikToks and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. So, that's funny.
They're like actually one of the first teams. I think there's the first team that they like surveillance in the comics. So like they're pretty early on in the comics.
Oh, okay.
So for them to be introduced now is interesting. And then that, Rock Hard, did they show him at all in the first episode?
The guy with the dick?
Are you for real?
No, that is Love Sausage, which I also have.
His name is
Love Sausage?
That's his name.
Love Sausage. Yeah.
Is he French?
And he beats people with his penis.
He's Russian.
It's like
In the show.
like a giant snake
show.
anaconda thing, and he throws it over his shoulder and he hits people with this.
This is why I haven't watched this show, because what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have something to say about him, but no, Rock Hard is like the Thing. He's like a big rock guy.
Yeah, I don't think I saw him in the first episode.
He's a big phallic.
No, but in the show, he's apparently a part of Teenage Kicks, and something that they did with him is kind of vaguely similar to what they did with MM's mom in the comics, which she's not in the show because, like I said, they changed a lot. But yeah, just I'm really intrigued to see how they go about ending the whole thing. But yeah, I love Sausage. In the show, he's basically a bad guy. He's works for Vi. He's attacked MM a few times with his like snake-like penis, which is weird. Um, but in the comics, he's actually a good guy and works alongside the boys when they go to Russia.
Okay.
And he's God loves Sausage because he does have like big member, not like in the show. It just happens to be big. You can see it in his tights because he's a superhero. But
okay.
he's just like a strong like guy, like
so they
like
really
a
changed
Russian,
up
like
his
Superman
character
or
for the
something.
show,
Yeah.
huh?
They changed him up a lot, and I really like him in the comics because he's funny. But
Oh, dang, that sucks.
yeah,
Yeah, I didn't like him at all in
yeah.
this. I was like, why is this guy
Yeah.
here? Yo?
So in the show, they
I'm
give
glad-
him like a thing, but in the comics, he just has a big like.
Yeah, it's just big.
Yeah,
It's
not
not just
like-
a joke, but it's not like
it's not like his superpower.
it's not. It's not.
What a way to nerf a character! And then you
Yeah.
have to make him a dick. No, literally.
Yeah,
Literally,
Yeah.
literally a dick. Yeah,
Yeah.
All right then.
and I pretty much caught up on The Boys. I watched the first episode of the new season. I need to watch the second one, and that's cool. I like. Actually, I'm liking it again. For a while I was like, ugh, The Boys. I feel like it was a chore at some point. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
But the story's getting good now, so I'm into it again. And it feels like they're really wrapping it up, and I'm excited about that. So excited to see how that ends.
But yeah, the other new show I watched is Maul, Shadow Lord.
Oh my
The
god, that show was
Star
dope.
Wars animated
No?
show, right?
Oh my god, it's so good. I forgot I watched it almost because I've been watching so much this week. But like, it was very beautiful.
It was really good. I liked it. I haven't really kept up with any of the Star Wars animated stuff. Like I've watched like an episode here or there,
Same.
but never really got into it. But I really like this one, and I think it'll be one I actually finish. So,
Agreed. Same.
Yeah.
Same.
yeah, that's really all I have to say about what I've been watching. What have you been watching, Josh?
I watched Maul, and I will say I like that they're keeping with the kind of original Clone Wars style from the show. I actually didn't like the Clone Wars style from the show when I was a kid, which is why I didn't watch it that much. But I like that they made it better. It looks really nice now.
It looks better.
It looks really good. I watched it like half of the Bad Batch. I watched a lot of the animated shorts that they like that were anime style, and then the next
Visions.
one, Visions. I watched like all of Visions. I like Visions a lot. I want to watch the Clone Wars. I feel like it's kind of necessary for this Maul show because I know the Clone Wars ends with like the war on Mandalore and shit like that. And Maul has a lot to do with that. So I'd like to watch that, but I haven't watched it. But Maul was really good, and the style is really good. The background art is really good. It's animation's good. The story's good. I like it so far. I am caught up on Invincible.
Awesome.
Are you caught up on Invincible, Eric?
I am. Yeah.
Super cool. Shit's going down.
Yeah.
I like it. I really liked this episode with Nolan and Oliver. And Oliver got to spend some time with him, and it was really cute. And that scene with Invincible and Conquest was hard to watch.
That was crazy.
That shit was insane, bro. Oh my god. But yeah, it's getting real good. I like it a lot.
The other night I came in and I was like, "What the hell are you watching?" And you're like, "Sorry." And I'm like, "God, I could like hear it from the living room." I was like,
yeah.
It's like, I was just like, "What is happening?"
Yeah.
Anyway.
And I think that's
Sorry. You and I are watching these shows, 2 more anime shows.
Oh, we finished Frieren. Frieren was good. It's sad that this season is over. It feels like it shouldn't be over. It feels like they still have more to tell. It feels like it ended kind of in the middle of something. No, I feel like I don't know. I feel like they should have kept going with this season, but I guess they're going to make another season, so it's all good. Love that show. If you guys haven't watched that show, you guys need to watch that fucking show. It's a great fantasy
watch
anime. It's beautiful. And then we started watching what is it called?
Demons of the Shadow Realm?
Daemons of the Shadow, like spelled like Daemons, D-A-E. Daemons of the, is it pronounced Daemons or Demons?
I think Demons, like Demons of the Shadow Realm.
Daemons of the Shadow Realm. It's the same mangaka that created Full Metal Alchemist, which is one of my favorite anime of all time. I've been slowly collecting the manga, the like a specific edition of the manga, and I have a tattoo of it on my back. It's I think it's one of the greatest anime that ever. And she made another one. So, and as the first episode started off really good, started off with a bang, started off with a lot of questions, which is exciting. I like when anime does that because I know for a fact, or at least I'm expecting them to answer all those questions later on, and that's going to be really satisfying. And then we watched the first episode of Maul. And you could talk about that if you want.
It's from another one. It's from the same creator that did Inuyasha and also Ranma. So this is also definitely very heavily inspired by Inuyasha, kind of similar like isekai, where they go into like a different world, basically. So, I reside my judgment. I know we have some people that are like, oh, it's just like Inuyasha in a different font. And I'm like, no, it's different. I think it's going to be different enough, and it's interesting. So
it seems interesting.
Yeah, it seems cool. So we'll see. And I love Inuyasha. It's up there in my top 5. So as far as anime. So yeah. But sorry, interrupt. I was like, we did watch 2 more things. So
and I think that's it for me. I don't think I've been watching anything else.
Cool.
You guys want to get into stuff that's coming out? Is there anything that's coming out you guys want to talk about real quick? Or
I sent you a trailer. I think it was on Instagram.
Oh man, I don't think I watched it.
For the Punisher special.
Oh,
I sent you that.
That looks so good.
I need to watch it. I haven't watched it. Natalie, I literally heard, I was trimming my beard today, and Natalie was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, What's going on?" She's like, "This new Punisher looks really good," and I was like, "Okay, I gotta watch the trailer."
Yeah, the trailer was good. Other than that, I haven't really seen anything else that we haven't already talked about.
Is there anything
coming?
Is there anything coming out that you saw maybe that you're excited about?
This is for the girls. I think it's like something in Venice.
Something in Venice.
And it has Halle Bailey that plays the latest
Haley Bailey. I did see the trailer for that. It looks good.
It looks cute. It's definitely a very rom-com Hallmark vibes.
That just came out.
You and Me in Tuscany. You and Me in Tuscany. Yes, it looks really cute. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'll either go by myself to watch it or find some girl to watch it with me. And it has Reggae John Page from Bridgerton. It's like his best series. So it looks cute. So I don't know. It just came out. I might watch it just for funsies.
I want to say Brad Bird, my favorite animation director, just put out some information that he's coming out with a new movie on Netflix, and it is it's like a futuristic like buddy cop movie, but it's like about a guy and like his buddy cop is like an alien. And they put out some artwork for it, and it looks super cool. It's called Ray Gunn, I think.
Ray Gunn. Okay, I did hear about this.
Yeah, Ray Gunn. It looks super cool, and it's gonna have Scarlett Johansson in it and Sam Rockwell in it. Brad Bird, if you guys don't know Brad Bird, he is the one that directed The Iron Giant. He directed The Incredibles 2, Ratatouille. This guy's a fucking legend, bro.
Bam, 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 bam.
Hits after hits after hits. Okay, this guy doesn't fucking miss, so I'm excited for this movie. All right. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got for things that are coming out.
Cool.
You guys want to move on to final thoughts then?
Sure.
Let's do it.
All right, final thoughts it is. You guys have any final thoughts for Heat?
I like the scene when the cops are watching them after they get on their trail, and but they know that the cops are watching them, so they go to that like a shipping yard or whatever.
Damn, I was going to say that. I like that scene a lot.
Yeah. And they're like, what are they talking about? What are they looking at? What are they seeing? And they're like, well,
they got it.
Got us.
Yeah.
They stiffed us.
They're watching us.
Yeah.
And he's like, you motherfucker.
She's like, I know what they're looking at.
Yeah.
You guys want to know what they're looking at?
Looking at us.
Yeah. LAPD.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that scene was cool.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was really good.
I don't think Josh likes it too, but I like the scene where he like walks in and some rando, I guess like the wife is like just messing around with some fool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And what does
Al
he say
Pacino's
exactly?
wife.
Al Pacino's wife. This shit's so funny, but
he comes home and she finds out there's like some other guy in the house.
Yeah, like the fuck.
I think his name is Ralph or something.
Yeah, Ralph.
Yeah,
Sit
Ralph.
down, Ralph. Yeah.
And Ralph's like, maybe I should go. He's like, sit down, Ralph. And then he's like, you know what, Ralph? He's like, you can do whatever you want. He's like, you could fuck my wife. You could sit in her ex-husband's tech postmodern house. But what you can't do is watch my television set.
He takes it off the thing and starts like, oh my gosh. And then he ends up just throwing it on the side of the
he doesn't even fuck with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kills me. Like, yeah.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
Good written dialogue.
Yes.
Yeah. One thing I didn't mention is the amount of deaths. I want to say they said there was 21, but everyone from the Niro's crew died except for
Val
Val
Kilmer.
Kilmer's
Except for
character,
Val.
which was his right hand. Which was his right hand guy.
Yeah.
But on the other side, the only person that died on Pacino's crew was his right hand.
Oh, true.
Oh,
They
yeah.
really mirror each other in this movie, huh?
They really do. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Val Kilmer gets away. I thought that was really sad too when his wife was like,
She did that.
and
I know he
she was like-
smiles.
the look in his face was like, "Ah."
I know.
She's like, I just want to go back home to you, but I gotta leave.
I know. He's basically be on the run
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
When he's talking to De Niro earlier, and De Niro's telling him, like, is it worth like? I mean, you're like told you like you need to be able to walk away from anything in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And he said, "She is my home."
Yeah, like the sun rises and sets with her or something like that. I
Yeah.
forget. Yeah. And I was like,
Yeah.
I wish somebody would
And you
talk
can't go
about
back.
me that way.
yeah. Yeah.
I will say one scene I really liked was the drive-in scene. When they're at the drive-in, and at first it starts with a wide shot of the drive-in, and you just see the little abandoned like hut where they would sell concessions and stuff, and it has like all those little poles sticking out. And Natalie's like, "Where are they?" I was like, "I think they're in the drive-in." And
that was so cool.
They met up with those guys, and the guy comes out the trunk to try to get the drop on De Niro, and then Val Kilmer's like, "On your right," right, and then that whole action sequence plays out. Super cool.
Yeah.
Super, super cool. What a cool filming location to an abandoned drive-in. Oh, that's like a dream, I think. I would love to do that, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a solid movie. Like, great movie. Another one, just watch it at least once. You're a film buff, watch it. Watch it.
Definitely worth a watch for sure.
Agreed.
Yep.
Cool. You guys got anything else? Or is that it, you think?
I can't think of anything.
She's got a great ass! All right. If that's it, you guys got anything else, Eric? You're good.
No, I can't think of anything else.
Okay. Well, then we'll end it here. We're already over. I think we're like an hour 30. So,
Well, okay.
All right. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment. Don't forget to like. Don't forget all those things that you're supposed to do, like in the beginning of the video. But for some reason, we get a lot of views and stuff like, and you guys don't fucking do it. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna calm down. But yes, please like, subscribe, comment on the video. We got a new comment today, Eric. I think in the last episode, someone wanted us to put in Big Hero 6 into the bucket.
Yes, that was my friend Jacqueline.
Yeah.
Put it on Spotify. Yeah.
This is
Funny,
great
she
because I
asked-
still haven't watched this movie, actually.
Oh, it's a great movie.
I love
Yeah,
I
she
love Big Hero
asked me-
6.
He asked me, like, I know you guys don't usually do animated movies. I was like, we would actually love to do an animated movie.
Yeah.
Because every time there's a new one that comes out,
Yeah.
it does it online when my brother has his daughter. And so
Yeah.
we can't see it.
Yeah. I was telling
And
Arya
she's like-
about Big Hero 6 the other day, too, actually. I was like, you should watch this movie,
Yeah.
dude. You'd like it.
Shouldn't even like watching
Yeah,
movies anymore.
I know.
And she asked if I'd seen Big Hero 6. And I was like, you really think I haven't watched the one Marvel movie that Disney has, like, animated Marvel movie that Disney's made?
Yeah.
Of course I saw it.
Yeah. Yeah. Love Big Hero 6.
Yeah, great movie.
It's
yeah.
underrated. It got undermined by fucking Frozen. Was it Frozen or Frozen 2? I forget.
One of them.
I think it was Frozen.
I think it
Frozen
might have
2?
been in between them.
In between,
Yeah.
I think it was.
It was sandwiched between Frozen and Frozen 2, I think.
Mhm.
So, but everyone was still Frozen obsessed. So when Big Hero 6 came out, everyone was just like,
Please let it go. It's been like
Yeah.
12, I don't know how many years now already.
Yeah.
So enough.
but Big Hero 6 got washed away under
Yeah.
Frozen.
It really deserved a sequel. If any other movie that they're making the sequels for, Big Hero 6 should have got one.
Big Hero 6 is great. Follow us on Instagram. We'll be putting up some polls. You guys can vote for what movie you guys want us to watch.
Dead
Mhm.
Vote Society.
Right.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. You guys are the best. This was a Cinema Rolls podcast. Peace out.